Hello, everyone. My name is Karen Scott, SEMD with Youngevity. I'm here with one of my business partners, Mr. Enoch, who's going to share an awesome testimony with you. But before we get to the testimony, I just have a few questions I would like to ask him. Most importantly, how did you even become a part of this awesome opportunity with Youngevity?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because it was kind of unique because I was in church and I was new to the neighborhood. I just got married, and your husband walked up to me. You know, it was kind of strange because I just got there, and he just walked up to me like we've been hanging out for such a long time. And he says, ask me, have you ever thought, instead of saying hi, he just says, you ever thought of other ways of increasing your income? That's the first question he asked me. So I said, yeah, I do. He said, well, I got something to show you. I said, when can I come by the house? I said, well, all right, well, let's try for Sunday. I didn't tell my wife, but it didn't dawn on me until later when you told her, and she said, what? And, she was kind of taken by surprise. But when you came over, the meeting was set, you guys came over to the house, and as you was doing the meeting, I was sitting out writing out numbers. And before you finished, I was like, I'm in, let's do it. So that's been it ever since. I saw it, and it's what it is. It works. It's a wonderful thing, and I've just been there ever since. Sometimes I had my moments where I didn't think I was going to do anything, but I know this is the way to go. This is the way to go. If I want to do something positive with my life and be able to be a blessing to other people, this is the way to go.
Awesome, awesome. Wow, that just shows you how simple was that, just to walk up to someone and say, hey, you want to earn some extra income. Okay, well, we're going to get cut to the chase so we can get to the most important part of this interview. Most importantly, when did you start taking the product, and what made you take the ASAP?
Well, I started back September 1st. I was looking at my wife, and she was looking really good. She started looking really good. But she was dedicated to it. I mean, she was serious about it because, see, my wife, she started stuff before, but, it didn't really last with her. For some strange reason, this took hold. And she gravitated to it. She held on to it, and she was doing a protocol like it was, and all I've seen the weight falling off, and all these people making these comments, oh, you're looking good, and this and that, and this and that. So I said, he ain't leaving me behind. And so I started taking the product September 1st, and as a result, I went from 312 pounds to 277. This was in like 30 days.
Wow, that's awesome. But during the time that you was doing this ASAP, what type of obstacles, if any, did you face, or any challenges?
Well, I might be a little biased or unfair in what I'm about to say because it really wasn't a challenge for me because my wife was doing it, and she prepares the meals, and women don't like to cook two different sets of meals when they're in the kitchen. One time they want to be in there one time and come out. They don't want to be in there longer than they're supposed to. So she's cooking the meals, and so in a sense I kind of like had no choice but to eat healthy. And so I was following her protocol, and I said, I'll just take the ASAP. So it really wasn't a challenge for me. The challenge for me came as I got into the program. Like when Hurricane Sandy came, it took us off, knocked us off the course, and we was just like eating like crazy. Put on a couple of pounds, but we're back on it again. And so since then, I've lost another 7 pounds. Since Hurricane Sandy. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, I went to the store and I actually bought regular clothes. And when I say regular clothes, I didn't have to pay that fat charge, because fat people pay $2 or $3 extra just for being fat. I didn't have to pay that no more. So for the first time in 28 years.
Wow.
I lost weight. I've been to the gyms, I've tried programs, this, that. Nothing worked because I stuck to it. But this actually works. And I'm seeing the results. I can look down and I can actually see my belt.
Now that's awesome right there, just to be on a program, a weight management program, where you actually enjoy doing it and sticking to it, because you're not the only testimony that we hear about ASAP, where people, they just stick to it. And, in most weight loss programs, people will be on it and then they lose the weight, gain the weight back, but then they don't go back on the program. And then the program that they're on is just like negative. But
well, I know one thing. I start putting on clothes and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm saying, my God, I look good. And so I started tailoring my suits. I've turned a couple of suits into double-breasted suits. I gave some suits away. As a matter of fact, I gave a couple of suits away to one of the brothers in the church, and it fit him perfectly. And so when I look at him and look at that suit on him, I'm saying, oh my God, I cannot believe I was that big.
Wow.
I went from a size 56 to a size 48. And you see, and as far as the challenges, I said I might be able to, I didn't have many challenges, but the thing that was really I had to deal with was the fact that when I got weak, because I've been labeled diabetic by society, but I have my products, I'm taking my products, and the Word of God says by His stripes I'm healed, and that's exactly what I am. And so I was getting weak and dizzy. My sugar went low on me. One time it scared me so much, I was sweating so profusely that I never experienced it before. I was kind of scared. I was going to act like this was it for me or something like that. But all I had to do was eat.
Right.
And so I ate, and everything subsided. But every now and then I would have this bout with weakness. But since I started again, I haven't had that problem no more. You see, because I think what happened is that I'm getting used to it.
Right.
And I'm just excited. And and for people out there who's let themselves go and don't want to exercise but say they got to exercise, well, this is the thing. You can take it, follow the protocol. You don't have to exercise because you got to conserve your energy.
That's right.
You got to conserve your energy, but you got to supplement. You got to get on the products, for a healthy lifestyle, a healthy life. 90 for life, that's what we call it. As you see it right here, 90 for life, the healthy start pack. Because obesity runs rampant, and it wreaks havoc on your body, even though you might not feel anything or see anything.
Right.
But as you go to the doctor, the numbers start dropping or going too high, things start showing up on you that ain't supposed to be there.
Exactly.
Exactly. Sometimes you may lose the weight, and you still may be too late even losing the weight because the damage is so intense at that time. You waited too long.
Right.
But you have to participate in your healing, in your own. That's your responsibility. Keep this body right. Keep this body clean. Keep this body lean and mean, so you can do things and help other people.
And that's so true. We are responsible for our body's healing. That's why we have the Healthy Start Pack. And please note, when you're taking the ASAP, you have to supplement and you have to follow the proper protocol that ASAP has. My last question for you is, how did ASAP help or affect your business?
Well, all I know is I don't even have to say a thing about, I don't have to describe the product. I don't even have to talk about the product. All they do is see me, my wife. And we have sold so many bottles of ASAP since then because people knew us when we was huge. And, my wife was 272 pounds. She's a tall woman. She was 272. She lost 60 pounds. And so she just walks into a job, and, you got all these big people on the job wanting to know what she's doing, and they just buying ASAP left and right. Because it works. And because she's living proof.
That's it. Being the product of the product, walking billboards.
That's right.
And, stay tuned, everyone, because we will be interviewing Miss Valerie Enoch at a